Hey guys, real quick, it's Billy here coming at you with a VCLT in the mail today from, this one's brought to you by Steve, Harmless Rebel. Brother Steve is awesome. He's actually one of the first guys that I had really made a connection with in the VC, just a handful of months ago. He was actually the first or second guy that I actually subscribed to several months ago, maybe even a year ago, just because I think I stumbled upon one of his videos and he was actually talking about country music, which there wasn't a lot of people talking about country in the VC. And Steve, he's a rocker at heart as well, but he loves country. He loves all different kinds of stuff: country, psych, prog, metal, classic rock. He's got just tastes that run the gamut, kind of like me. So it's always great to connect with a guy like that, and we kind of had an instant connection. And Steve sent me a couple Beatles things a while back that I greatly appreciated. I sent him a couple things, but he had just given me a heads up that he was going to be sending me something, and I can't even remember what in the heck. I know he gave me a heads up. It's been a long time ago though, and that's kind of how it is with me as well. I'll put together a package, and it might take me a month or so, to maybe even a month or two, to get a package together for somebody that I'm going to send out, because we try and set it up for what you guys are looking for. Maybe we stumble across something, I think, oh, so and so will like this, or so and so will like that. But man, it's always much appreciated. Let's tear into this, Steve. Your package was mailed out yesterday, so you should have a package by the end of the week. Fingers crossed if everything works out good. But let's get into this and see what we have. I couldn't open it. Ooh, right on the top. Now I do remember you saying something about these. Let me move this over a little bit. Steve had given me a heads up that he had some 8 tracks. Let me cut these open. He had some 8 tracks. I remember that now. Wait till you see the next two though. Let's crack into these. Killer, man. These are great. Brother Jared had just sent me some 8 tracks, a whole boatload of them, that I haven't even really had the opportunity to clean up and listen to yet. They're not quite as easy as LPs or CDs or cassettes or anything like that, as far as getting them ready and prepared maintenance to play. But some of them, like these, might be good to go right out of the gate. You guys probably saw that. But anyway, let's. What is this? It says Willie Nelson on the bottom, but okay. So this is weird. Okay, so it says Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter, but the front it says Greatest Country Hits. It looks like a compilation. But it's a Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter. Well, that's the weirdest freaking cover I've ever seen, but I appreciate it. That's awesome. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, yeah. Heavy, heavy, heavy stuff. Deep purple. Machine Head. And a beautiful original jacket with it as well. Buddy, these are awesome. Let's get to these guys. Kiss Alive 2. These things are nice and clean too. Look at that. That's right. You told me you got these at Half Price Books. We were talking about Half Price Books, and I don't know that we have any around here. I haven't really had the chance to research it, but nice and clean. Can't wait to put these on and listen to those. That's awesome, buddy. Thank you very much. Let's see what else we got in here. Looks like he sent some LPs. Of course, he's got them wrapped up good, which is, you guys in the VC, and you guys, if one thing about it, you guys know how to pack stuff, which is awesome. You know, we get stuff from, I'm sure we all get stuff from different sellers, whether it be Discogs or eBay, or wherever. These guys don't know how to package shit. Woo! Okay, cool. Nice, okay, so, and I'm going to read these to you guys. So the first thing he said, he has a little note here. It says, Scott Waters turned me onto this album. Killer 70s hard rock with a bit of glam from Canada. It's Trooper. Something that I've never heard of, but I know that you guys would never steer me wrong. You guys are familiar enough with my channel and what I like and what I dig. I can't wait to give this a spin. And on the other side, he has killer guitar-driven hard rock with a bit of prog. A nice hidden gem from the 70s. This is Liar, Set the World on Fire. Another one that I'm not familiar with whatsoever, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome too. I'll give these both a spin and report back on that, Steve. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. The next one I have, it's up. I'll just show you. Montrose debut. I'm a huge Sammy Hagar fan. Sammy is big here in St. Louis. Sammy has a huge cult following. I don't know if you guys saw on one of my previous videos, I talked about Sammy. And our local radio station, KC95, is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. And I believe, from what they say, they're the longest running rock and roll radio station in the country. And I don't know that they necessarily broke Sammy Hagar, but they've always been very good to Sammy, and Sammy therefore has always been very good to St. Louis. So love Sammy, and I love this album, you know. With Space Station Number 5, so many great things on here. This is classic Sammy right here. And then I'm already stoked about this record. I don't have this one. I have a different Angel record. I have the one with the blue cover with them on top, and then it's underneath. I can't remember what the title is, but he says, I love the little handwritten notes here. That's awesome. For people like me that weren't familiar with those first two, 70s hard rock glam masters. Without Stars and Angel, you have no crew. Isn't that right? That's killer. And I love the other Angel record that I have. I can't wait to give this one a spin, dude. That's killer. Thanks for thinking of me on that one. Oh, yes. No note needed with this one. This is Linda Ronstadt with the Stone Ponies. I had watched an Eagles documentary a while back, and you may have heard me talk about that. And you know, Linda Ronstadt was a huge part of the Eagles' developmental years. But this is her stuff with Stone Ponies, and I was talking with Steve about that, and the stuff that I had heard on YouTube. I didn't want to be a complete asshole about it and be completely insensitive, but you know, Linda had such a great, powerful, powerhouse vocal, and it sounded like what I kind of would have designated a garage band playing behind her. They weren't really, I wasn't impressed whatsoever from what I saw. But he said, you've got to listen to the record. I've got a copy laying around here. I'll get you a copy, and that's killer. I can't wait to give this a spin and let you know. It's a old Pickwick. This is Stony Inn, Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies. So, see if there's anything else in here. I think that was it. Yes, that's it. But it's more than sufficient, brother. I appreciate the 8 tracks, the LPs, a lot of stuff that I don't have in the Montrose. You know, like I said, if it's an upgrade, I'll definitely swap it out. If you don't mind, I'll definitely pass that on. Pass that great music on to somebody else if that's cool with you. But as always, it's much appreciated. Be on the lookout for your package as well. What we're listening to in the background, guys, is some Chris Stapleton here, Traveler. This record is it came out a couple years ago. It came out in 2015. But in my opinion, it's one of the best country records in the last 15 years. Chris Stapleton is just so talented. He's made a living in Nashville as a songwriter for years, and it's so great to finally see him come up and get his own. And he's coming out with a new record in May, which I'm completely stoked for. I'm not gonna build myself up for something extremely huge because I don't want to be let down, which I doubt I will be. But that kind of happened with Sturgill Simpson. After his first two, I was just so pumped for his new one, and then I was let down with that. But it's growing on me. So anyway, we're listening to Chris Stapleton. Thanks for the VCLT. You guys take care. Peace. We'll see you next time.